Hello everybody, my name is Kefka14 and I'm here today to give a quick tutorial on how to clip out of bounds in Nightmare Creatures, specifically the Nintendo 64 version. Now, the game was released on PlayStation and PC, but it's a bit trickier to clip out of bounds in those versions, or rather, I'm just not an expert on those, so this is specifically for the Nintendo 64 version. So, you can play as two characters, there's Ignatius and Nadia. Nadia is a little bit different in terms of clipping out of bounds, the parameters are slightly different. I'm not an expert on Nadia at all. So we're going to be looking at Ignatius today. Now, before we get into it, it is worth noting, you can put in some in-game cheat codes to unlock any level in the game. And, you know, it makes it really easy to practice and approachable. So you can do this in any level you want, mess around, and, you know, it's a great time. So let's just go ahead and hop right into it. We're just going to be going into the first level, Chelsea, for the sake of demonstration today. So first, let's talk about which walls will work and which walls won't work. So, any wall that is a single layer will work. And what I mean by layers is, if you look at this railing here, let's imagine that this railing extended all the way upwards towards the ceiling, or towards the sky, rather. You can see here that you have this side as a layer, and this other side is technically also a layer. And they're really close together. And what would happen if we clipped through this is, we would be able to get through one layer, but because there's another, it would simply just push us back out. So walls like that won't work. But pretty much any wall will work, as long as it is a single layer, or rather, it's two layers that aren't too close together, I should say. So we're just going to use this wall over here for the sake of demonstration. And the way it works is you want to come up to a wall and turn flat onto it. I've noticed that sometimes being slightly turned to the left yields better results, but it's somewhat inconsistent and doesn't really ultimately matter that much from what I can tell. So just come up to any wall and turn flat to it, like so. And what you want to do is you want to press up and then start to pause the game, but you want to continue holding up through all of this. So once you press up, you want to just continue to hold it. You can use the joystick for this, but I personally use the D-pad because not only is it easier to get a true, direct straight up, but the way I like to do it is with a piano roll, which is when you press a button followed by another button, kind of like, pressing two keys on a piano in succession. And I like to use up on the D-pad and start. So, what you do is you press up pause, like so. And I'm continuing to hold up. I'm holding up right now. I've not let go of up once I initially pressed it. Then you just simply unpause the game. You can use A or B, it doesn't matter. And bam, you're through the wall. And it's really that simple. You can do it, like I said, basically any wall in the game, as long as it's not, two walls that are extremely close together, because the second wall will push you back into bounds. And when you want to get back into bounds, same process. Literally, just go up to the wall and, do the same thing, and you're right back in. So, have fun, go mess around, and go crazy. This game's super broken.